Thank you for tuning in to Investment Insight presented by McCay Wealth Advisory. My name is Hayden Proffitt. Joining us today, we have Brent McCay. Brent, why might now be a really good time to look at rebalancing your investments?
Right. So obviously, for the last 2.5 years plus, equity stock market has done really well, and so we all know the stock market, the investment market doesn't go up forever. At some point, it will have a correction. It will have a drop. And so, back in April of 2025, everyone was, oh, the world's going to end, blah, blah, blah. Those days will come back. And so usually, the stock market overperforms the bond market. So like, let's say you were wanting to be 60% stocks, 40% bonds, and then the stock market went, now you're 70% stocks, 30% bonds, and you don't rebalance, so you're 80% stocks. And so what happens is, if you get a big run in investments, then you naturally get out of aligned, and you'll be taking more risk in a portfolio than you mean to.
Right.
And especially as you're nearing retirement, this starts becoming very, very, very important to manage risk. You don't want a major market correction to derail your retirement plans.
Right.
So one of the services we offer here is obviously we do some rebalance with our portfolios automatically for our clients, but with 401ks and other investments, we have to manually do it.
Right.
So one of the big things is people really want to mess with their 401k when it's going down, when you should be actually doing that when it's going up. I still remember during COVID days in 2020 that right before the low, 1 out of every 10 Americans sold all of their stocks in their portfolio, and it ended up being, at the time, one of the worst times to do that, and one of the best times to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And that works on the flip side. When the markets go down, I'm going to be a buyer.
Right.
When the markets, go up, I want to be more cautious. And so rebalancing 401k after 2.5 good years is a positive because we know the average bear market starts every 3.5 years.
Right.
And so at some point, statistically, in the next 2 to 3 years, we're looking at definitely probably having a bear market again. So we want to be prepared for that and start planning for that to occur.
Right. And we tailor make a portfolio to
100%.
your specific risk tolerance. I think that's one of the big things is since equities have performed so good in the last 2
Right.
to 3 years.
And for like you and me, we still want to be heavy in equities. We're younger.
Right.
Well, you're younger than me, right? But anyway, maybe I need to be more closer. But that is the difference. Is everybody's unique. So, like you said, we want to follow your unique plan.
Right.
And and some people are are a little bit older and they're not. Maybe they want this money to their grandkids. So maybe it needs to be invested more like us.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people, maybe they're 16 and they're getting ready to go to college and they need this money. So they need to be more like their grandparents.
Right.
And so it is tailor-made to your specific situation.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for talking to us about this today. Thank you for tuning in as well. Hope you have a great day.
Thanks.